So you want to be like your favorite Warzone streamer where you beam everyone aimbot like crazy. Sorry to tell you, but your favorite streamer probably uses a Cronus. Just joking. I'm not trying to start beef or anything. Nah, but you can be like your favorite streamer with practice and the best settings possible. So I got you with the best settings possible here. I'm gonna make a video soon on improving your aim and all that shit, so stay tuned for that. But right now we got the settings. So please be sure to leave a like, subscribe, and let's get into it. Best controller settings, of course, aiming input device on controller. If you're not doing that, like, why are you watching this video, bro? Edit button layout, bumper jumper tactical. I preach this, literally preach this. If you don't have a scuff controller or you're too broke to get a scuff controller like me, use bumper jumper tactical. Look at the controls on the right here, right? You can do everything you need to do without a scuff controller. You can jump, look around, slide, do everything. You don't need a scuff. Having a no scuff controller and being bad at the game, like, that's an excuse now. If you have this control set, you're good. Just use this. You can even flip it if you want. I don't play flipped, but you can do that. Make sure it's on for Warzone, and the button layout, that's multiplayer. And yeah, just make sure that's on. Bumper ping off, because you're an idiot if you have that. Keep this default, keep controller vibration off. I can't tell you how many people I see with this on. Keep it off, okay? It's when it's on, you're freaking gonna go crazy. Your controller's gonna vibrate, you're gonna miss your shots. Don't do that. Sensitivity, now this one I always say it's personal preference, but for me it's always been this sensitivity and I've stuck to it. So what I'm telling you right now is choose the sensitivity and stick to it for a long time. And if you feel like it's not good for you, truly can't get used to it, then switch. But trust me, you can play any sensitivity. Like, try out 15, 13 if you want. That's the one I play every day. I've been using this since Warzone 1. I never even changed it, and it's been working crazy good for me. What I'd recommend though is make the vertical sensitivity a little lower than the horizontal one, because you need to look left to right more than you need to look up and down. Sensitivity multiplier, now these ones keep them default, like leave this shit default, right? Vertical aim axis, leave this all standard. Don't touch the stupid settings, bro. ADS behavior hold, of course. Change zoom shared input. This thing I don't really know. I'm gonna be honest, some of these settings are just stupid. I did not change them. So change zoom shared input, do not even change this, keep this as default. For change zoom shared input, I keep this as sprint, tactical sprint, focus. This basically changes your zoom. This barely matters, bro. Don't even worry about it. Automatic sprint as automatic tactical sprint. This one's very important, because you always want to be sprinting around. You don't want to be spamming your controller to start sprinting. You want it automatically tactical sprinting at every situation. Equipment behavior, of course, hold. Keep this on hold for sure. Weapon mount activation, I do ADS plus melee. I know people do double tap ADS, but I feel like sometimes I like spamming my ADS and I don't want to try mounting. I barely mount in this game. It's not even that good. Prioritize interact, because a lot of time I want to pick up guns instead of reload. I'm so used to holding square to reload now, but you can always use prioritize reload if you want, but I'd recommend prioritize interact. Remember, play behavior on apply all, because who's trying to apply one by one? Always apply all. So let's get to the advanced settings. Make sure your target aim assist is on, because if it's not on, you're gonna miss your shots and you're gonna be an idiot. Aim assist type default, because that's the one that's worked the best for me. That's what I've realized out of all of them. They're all very similar in this game. I've heard Black Ops is also pretty good, but I would recommend default. Default has worked the best. It's the same ADS it's the same aim assist type as Warzone 1. Third person ADS correction type on assist, because I mean who really plays third person, bro? I don't know anyone who plays third person. Aim response curve type on dynamic, because that basically literally gives you aim response curve type on dynamic, because this one literally gives you more aim assist. You want this. ADS sensitivity multiplier focus, you want to have this on 1, because when you're focusing, you want the same sensitivity as you normally have. Unless you want it to slow down, you can make it lower, but just keep it the same. ADS sensitivity transition timing, make sure this is instant, because you want it to be instant, right? You want it to switch to sensitivity instantly when you aim. I have this on, custom sensitivity per zoom. Again, this is sensitivity. I'd recommend actually copying mine here, because these ones have worked for me, and I feel like they work with any sensitivity because it's a multiplier, right? So yeah, inputs dead zone, I would recommend copying these ones here, because I feel like these ones are the best, just to make sure that your controller does not drift. The left stick is normally a little lower than the right stick, and the right stick you want to have it around 0.05, a little higher, maybe lower if you can go lower, but that's like the sweet spot. And you want the trigger ones all the way to 0, and the left stick, right stick max, have this not all the way up, but a little lower, so that you can hit the maximum movement without having to fully move your right stick. Controller orientation up, of course, you want it to be up. That would be kind of stupid if you didn't have this on up. Gyro, we don't use gyro, of course. Come on, we're freaking sweats, movement sweats. We're not shaking our physical hand to move around in the game. No, come on. Auto move forward off, of course. Tactile sprint behavior on double tap. I mean, this one doesn't matter because we got automatic sprints. Grounded mantle on. airborne automatic airborne mantle on partial, because you don't want it automatically mantling over everything, of course. Automatic ground mantle off, of course. We don't want it automatically doing anything. Invert slab and dive behavior is standard, so you don't want to invert this. Last time in my video for control settings I said you might want to invert it, but they ended up buffing the sliding a bit, and now sliding is actually not as bad. I might make a video on the movement a little bit for sliding, but sliding is actually not that bad in Warzone anymore. You can slide now and get away with it and actually do something with it, because sliding got a little buff, but it's still not amazing. But if you want, you can still invert this. I just keep it on standard now because I slide a little more around corners now. Plunging underwater on movement, because when you're going into the water, you're automatically going to be sprinting from the automatic sprint, so you're automatically going to move. Parachute auto deploy off, because you want to deploy your parachute lower, of course. This one, make sure it's off. Sprinting door bash on, of course. Ledge hang mantle behavior, mantle only. Now combat behaviors, of course. ADS stick swap off. Backpack alternate control, people have this on. You're stupid if you have it on. Keep it off, because you can't move around while using the backpack then, and that's kind of stupid. Weapon mount movement exits on, so you can move out of your mount, and make sure the exit delay is short. Depleted ammo switch on. Quick C4 detonation off, of course. Here are the vehicle behaviors and overlays. I didn't even change any of these ones are useless. They're not even controller settings, I swear. And yeah, that's it. Those are all the settings. Thank you for watching the video. I hope these settings help you out. Please be sure to leave a like, subscribe, and go follow my Instagram link in the description. Otherwise, I'll see you next time. Peace.